My name's Mark, and I've been running my own supplement business successfully for 10 years now. And I've also spent the last three consulting and helping others. And the third big mistake that I see new supplement business owners make is that they have these big dreams, which is great. And you should always start with the end in mind. There's nothing wrong with having 10 custom formulas that you can't afford to manufacture right now, fully written down and up on the wall for a time in the future when you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I see is too many people have this dream of this grandiose supplement company, and they go and bite off more than they can chew. The first problem is number of products. Everyone thinks that they can build another iHerb or a GNC, just an online store with every offering there is. And yet they forget that we have iHerb and GNC, and we've got Amazon who'll have it there on my door, maybe even today. And when you go out there and try and create one of these businesses, what you'll actually do is, because of overwhelm and biting off more than you can chew, you're just going to fall down in a heap anyway. And I've just seen this with a client who was adamant that he wanted to launch with 10 products. It had to be 10. I always advise two or three products, and I'll explain why in a minute. But he wanted 10, and he wanted to do merch. And these are all great things, but they should be laid out in 3 to 6 month intervals. Get the first action plan laid out, get it actioned, and let it bed down for a few months. Get comfortable, know what you're dealing with, be able to turn, if it's a marketing strategy, make it able to turn a return on investment, etc. But what people do is, this guy, he wanted 40 items of merch. He wanted 10 products, a video channel, all linked in to the site and everything. And it's like, this sounds so awesome. How many videos have you done? How many have we got to put up on the new site with Build You? Oh, none yet. I've got to go and buy a camera. Okay. Have you designed out the 40 t-shirts? No, not yet. I've done a few. Okay. 10 supplements. What are the 10? Well, I'm still not sure. Well, why not? Well, why aren't you sure? If you're convinced that 10's the way, it's because you need these 10 products to get the result for your client or your niche. If you say, I don't know what they are, it sounds to me like you're just making the mistake of trying to build a big store so that it looks grandiose and bigger than it is, and everyone's just going to flock and buy. But that never happens. For one, you've got to do the big old thing, the marketing, and get people there first. But more importantly, I would say that you probably aren't going to even launch when you're trying to create 10 separate products with 10 proper 2.5 to 3,000 word landing pages, real nice labels for each. It's just too much work. And here's the thing. It's futile and pointless. And I'll tell you why. If we were to take one product today and try and make that a household name, whereby people were writing it down because they'd seen a TV ad, heard it on the radio, being constantly retargeted online with ads, how much do you think it would take to make that happen in terms of marketing spend? I would argue a household name in the US, probably $1 million to get people going down to Walmart and asking if they stock it. And even if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. It's because the answer is probably more than what we have right now. Yeah. Okay. So if we've got anything less than 1 million, to put that money on anything other than one product would be futile. If you had 3 products and you had $300, you'd be much smarter just putting all $300 on an ad campaign on one product, your hero product. And if you don't have a clear hero product, then just pick one, because we dictate the message. We can let people know this is what you're missing from your life. So to split that money, we're going to still be further away, but every time we split it to another product, we're just diluting the impact we can make on one. We already agreed we don't have enough money to go and make one product a household name. So what are we going to do splitting that money between 10 products? What do you got? $30 each? Good. You've probably got about 2 days worth of ads, some 50 clicks if you're lucky. What we need to do is stay focused, take small, chewable bites, and just do things right. When I launched with one hero product at $59, which was a focus formula. I wouldn't all go running off now to try and create a focus formula because I want to copy Mark to get the money. The focus formula niche sort of had its peak back around 2016. Okay, so don't go jumping into any old niche Mark says. But when I launched into the focus formula, market back in 2014, it was quiet and no one was making the focus formulas cool. They were all brain and memory formulas with very white, plain labels. And no one had came in and spiced them up and started selling them to our our entrepreneurs and our athletes that wanted that 25th hour in the day so they could get more training in or whatever. So I came out with this $59 hero product, but I also knew that this product was suitable for students. Now, I don't want to dilute my main message. I was targeting people with focus issues, entrepreneurs, the people that were hungry but were frustrated because their brains just couldn't connect the dots, allowing them to finish and launch whatever it might be they were trying to achieve. This product's appealing to students, so I bought in a booster. And I also had the decision, do I put caffeine in the focus formula? And I wasn't sure. The world's kind of split. They don't like seeing caffeine on an expensive focus formula because you kind of feel that's where most of your money's going, and I might as well just go get a cup of coffee. So let me just take a sip of water, excuse me. So the $19 product, I actually put the caffeine in there, caffeine and L-theanine. It was like the focus formula, and for some people it would get a result and keep them still, because caffeine with L-theanine at a ratio of 2:1 gives you the energy increase of caffeine, but it doesn't have you crashing because the L-theanine kind of smooths out that ride. And at $19, my students could get their foot in the door. This is what it was, a foot in the door product. And maybe if they got the result, they'd say, you know what, drinking's important to me, partying's important to me. School books, not so much, but stuff it. I'm going to find that extra money because I feel at $59 a month, I think this is really going to help me with my exams. And, if all I've got to do for the next 6 months is find $59, then, and it means passing and getting that degree or whatever, then great. So I had the hero product at 59, I had the $19 foot in the door. And for my people that loved caffeine, they could buy the two products together. So it did help top up the cart size without making the hero product look too expensive by including the ingredients in. My reason for telling you this is because this idiot here did 440,000 US dollars in his first 12 months. And I didn't know what I was doing, but my God, did I make a lot of noise. And I believed in my business, and I believed that we had care, which no one else did. And I just went out there and started screaming about it through PR pieces and articles, and we ran a few ads, etc. But my point is $500,000 with one hero product. And that product made probably 85% of the sales. You don't need 10. I did one very well, very, very well. And then I had a second, which made sense. Building a vitamin shop with hair, skin, and nails and vitamin D and all that stuff, I can just nip to the chemist. The supermarket there, I could literally throw a stone right now at that balcony and hit a building that has all those formulas. So I'm not reliant on you. What we want to do is go and build something a little bit special, or find something a little bit unusual with a little niche. Keep it simple. 1, 2, or maybe 3 products. And we don't put any marketing spend on anything but one, for reasons I've just explained. And that should see you do well. I know you want the dream business. And I did too. I had dreams of 10 products, 20 products, 50, clothing, kettlebells, everything. But it goes up on the wall on day one. Slow it down, put the love and care in, and realize that this is an online business. This is going to take some time, and emptying your bank account to make you look better is still going to do nothing for traffic to the site. I can build a 50 supplement site today, and guess how many sales I'll make tomorrow? None. I'm marketed. Equally, I could go and take a 1 supplement site today, and I could wake up tomorrow to many, many, many orders, because for the rest of the day, all I did was talk about that 1 supplement. Sometimes we get delusions of grandeur. We think we're a little bit better than we are, and we can be better. And I've gotten better over the years, but I was always, cognizant to start small, to get really good at what I was doing, to know the business, to measure the key performance indicators in the supplement industry. Really, you could do KPIs all day long on everything, but if you were to just run 4 KPIs, but no focus on anything other than these 4 things for the next 6 months, you'd be doing very well with just one product, and that is traffic, getting more traffic to the site. Number 2, conversion rate. What can we do to up the conversion rate? Can we increase our guarantee? Can we get pictures of people all over the website holding the bottle, testimonials, case stories? What would aid the conversion rate? Maybe a blog or a forum to show people that we care and it's not all about the money. That alone will have them feeling good and will have them buying. Now, I've just lost my train of thought there, but I think ultimately I've said enough. You get the message. One bottle with the intention and enough noise out there is going to pay you more than you can imagine. But I think if you're set up with 10, I think it's all going to come crumbling down for the average person. I am very good at spinning one plate, but you give me a second, there's going to be a whole lot of mess to clear up. Know who you are, put the love and care in, build your supplement company around a niche, an ailment, or a group of people, okay? And do not bite off more than you can chew. That's some great advice. And this isn't my opinion, guys. This is off the back of hundreds of calls, seeing people just like, we've overcooked it. Yeah. If you never cooked before, try beans on toast. Let's not go for a full roast dinner just yet. I hope you've enjoyed that. You need to hit the like button, not for me. I don't care, but for you, because if I don't see likes on these videos, I'm not going to be bothered to sit down and share more information. You hit that like button. It's for you to let me know you want more, and I'll give you more. I love this stuff. I love coaching, and I love getting little messages. I had a guy, Pat, came to me on $2,000 a month on the main big platform we know in the US, and he started asking some questions about videos and TikTok shop. And I tell you something, we worked together. 13 months later, he sends me an email. He goes off on his own. He says, I think I got this, Mark. One product, keep it small, put loads of care in. Pat sends me a message, Mark, I've been doing the last 3 months, we've done $100,000 months. Pat's 26. He's just hired 4 employees, and his product actually comes from the Himalayas. Now, whilst most people don't care and will just maybe, well, they probably won't even think to mention that on the website, Pat actually flew one of those 4 employees out to the Himalayas. The factory invited him over, and they had a good week in the Himalayas, making user-generated content. We're making short videos and stuff of the manufacturing process, went out and saw how this stuff was harvested, and has got even more great content, and it's all paying for himself. Pat's not working. Pat's just loving life. Pat has one product. Pat cares, and Pat is not biting off more than he can chew. Like this video, and I will give you more of the stuff that Pat got. And I tell you something as well, subscribe, because if you don't, you might not see the next one, and the next one could be the difference between you losing all your money or making all the money. I've been Mark. You've been awesome. I'll see you in the next video.